to all the desperate shit out there, of which I've been informed by my informant, Bliss. I codename it YouTube. I codename it YouTube because it knows about a lot of crime. And it knows because it participates in. And it informs me. And we pretend that there's some kind of respect between the two of us. But there's none. I have no idea why it informs me of stuff which it informs me of. I gather it's a power play, but the information which it provides generally is correct. Predominantly, how do I know? Because I use the information to correspond, or at least to compare against the information which I already have independently of it. And very rare is the time where there is a discrepancy. So that it knows stuff which it shouldn't otherwise know if not for its contacts. And the stuff which it presents is correct, at least with respect to that stuff. So tired. So this is a message to all the plain Jane worthless shit out there. Not the nice folk, of which there are a few, apparently, generally, globally. But really the embittered nothings who wanted to be something, but who spent their time jealous of everything that was something without even being aware. They were so something, they were so cool, that they didn't even pay attention to how cool they were and how coveted they were. There is a really distinct line between those categories. And I was very much part of the latter. I think back on my youth and just how nonchalant I was, just how free I was as an individual, and just how much I was really chased after. Correct. And just how obsessed individuals became and were of me. I don't know if it was ever for positive intent. I think of some guys who were really nice and really, how can you say this in the same word, incessant. But I don't think their intent, who knows. But it was always, or at least it could be seen in a flattering light. But then there were others who, male or female, generally female of course, who weren't of that caliber. Or males who were originally, but then when they were rejected, became really possessive and refused to accept that I was not interested in any way. Initially of friendship, but then when they displayed their true character, not interested in any way. So there were plenty of females. Any female who is coveted by both males and females. Anyone in my position knows precisely what I'm talking about. Anyone who is not requires an explanation, and I'll leave it at that. So, for those who are of the caliber who do not know what I mean. When you are of that caliber, that is enough. You know exactly. But of those who don't, never make the mistake of thinking that what you do, if you manage to corrupt the truth, that the truth is still not known by others. I had to deal with an individual, so to speak, a clone, really, a zombie, a Zombie drone clone, piece of shit, who spent its time envious and coveting of me to the point where it became so angry and so jealous and so bitter that it wanted to kill me because it became obsessed with something that was obsessed with me, which I rejected. If it had played out normally, or as any decent individual would term normally, then it would have been so easy. Because I had said, why don't you chase after that shit which is obsessed with you, versus me who doesn't want a bar of you in the way you want. And even though you're obsessed with me, go after that shit. And it would have been great, wouldn't it? Have been such a perfect picture. Some bullshit piece of shit pretending to be a friend, hooking up with some other bullshit piece of shit pretending to be a family member, come partner not. How doesn't that happen every day all around the world? Hey, I have friends. Hey, my friend meets a family member and they hook up. Wow, great. How smooth would that have been? Easy. My blessing. But that didn't happen, and why didn't that happen? Not because of me. So what does that paint you as? It paints you as what you are. And never make the mistake of thinking that everyone else does not know that truth. Snap.